Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me again. Kind of three videos today. If you've watched me on my Facebook, from one with Debbie and myself, the one from yesterday that I got too busy to do, and one from today. So today's topic, this is Thursday, the 9th of March. It is about forms of communication. And I'm going to go over a few ideas. I don't want to take you too long today. I say that a lot, but I do. Forms of communication and things that you got to think about on a daily basis. Now, I say this to several times a day to several agents, especially newer agents or brand new agents, is that this is the best time in history to communicate with people and be able to build a relationship with people and a connection with people through communication, because there's so many different avenues. A few reasons why is that one, not compared to 30 years ago when I got in the real estate business, there's so many different avenues of communication. There's calling, texting, emailing, through social network, direct messages, and posting on people's pages on Facebook, and any other way, and so many different ways of activities out there for people to get involved in. You could get involved in your gym or in your community or your church or your kid's school. Again, not to go back, talk about 30 years ago, and when dinosaurs roamed the planet, and real estate for me went 30 years ago at age 22. Do the math, you know how old I am. So is that we had one, very limited communication, either face-to-face, phone. That's it, really. I mean, communicating and try to communicate with somebody, or by mail. So we still have those. And the other thing is we had limited time. 30 years ago, you couldn't get a hold of people in the morning, because you get called their house and they're getting ready for work, or the kids getting ready for school. Couldn't get a hold of them in their car, couldn't get a hold of them at their other job, couldn't get a hold of them unless they were sitting by their phone in their house and weren't doing anything else. But usually, I'm just trying to say that we can do more things now as a society, that when we get home, we have more time, my opinion. We can get things done, communicate with people, do things, do extra things, because we were so out. We had to only do one thing at a time. We're either at work, we're at home and doing things at the house. So today, the whole point of that mumble of things I was just saying is that today people are more accessible and have more time in the 24-hour period to communicate with you. I, to this day, get text messages. I got to turn off my ringer and turn off my volume, because still, for some reason, there's still people that text message 1 a.m, 2 a.m, 5 a.m, because they want me to get a message later. Me, text messaging is like talking. It's like someone's right there going to hear it. So don't text, past certain hours or in the middle, but some people do. Emails I get, in the middle of the night. Sometimes I wake up in the morning, I have emails I check my email before I go to bed, maybe 10, 11 o'clock, and there's already a dozen emails from agents needing things the next morning. So there's so many more ways to communicate with people out there. And you got to choose you got to choose which one every day you're going to reach out with. And I feel like you have such a good way of organizing that, so you don't get bored. When I got in real estate 30 years ago and I'm calling people on the phone, I get bored of the phone. I'm like, another phone call. I hit the buttons, call people. Some people, busy signal, no voicemail, couldn't even leave a message. So you had to keep calling till they picked up the phone, or there's only one phone in the house. Okay, I'm getting on my soapbox, and their kids pick up and I might call back, an hour later, kids are still on the phone and I'm trying to get a hold of their parents. Sorry. But today, everybody has their own phone number. Everybody is direct access. If you get bored of the phone, you can start texting. If you get bored of the texting, you could start instant messaging. You could do videos. You could just do a video and send a video text. You could do a voice memo. You could record your voice and send it to someone, a text message to someone else's phone. There's so many ways of communicating with people that you've got to be not an expert in all of them, but at least be available to, or have the skill to do all of them, because everybody's going to want to communicate differently. I pretty much take anything that anybody wants to communicate me, I'll do it. If they want to send me a video, I'll watch the video. If they want to send me a audio recording and text me, I will. If they want to send me a direct message, a DM on Facebook, I'll reply back. If they want to send me something on my social media and I get a notification, I'll try to reply back to that. So I keep myself open for all types of communication with people. But when you as an agent, you got to do that too. But also you've got to reach out to people, because you're going to find the people, how they want to reach out, how they want to communicate with you. I am a big texter when it's something small, that's something that doesn't have to be talked about for 20 minutes because of my time. So I enjoy people that text me and let me know what they need, so I know if I could text back or call back. All right, I'll throw out one big pet peeve of mine. Can't stand the calls before a text. I don't know why. It's a big thing. I like the call. The text is a knock. Like, hey, Tony, by the way, can I call you at 1 o'clock? I love that. You might reach out to people. So if you're one of those people that call first before texting, you might find as you're calling people, if they can't pick up the phone, they're not picking up the phone, you leave voicemails and you're waiting to hear back. Maybe those people like to text more. Maybe when people on a text more, if they're not hearing a text message back from them quickly or efficiently, maybe they want that call, and maybe they want that voicemail, that detailed voicemail. The detailed voicemails. That's something that they might like. If you see them on social networks all the time, there's people that for some reason, I'm different, but I like text and calls and that way. Some people just are on WhatsApp and are on Facebook Instant Messenger. I have several agents that just are always sending me messages on Facebook Messenger. Why? They just like to do that. So the whole point of this video today is you got to make sure you're at least knowledgeable about all these different ways of communicate. You got to be logged in to accept WhatsApp messages. Excuse me. WhatsApp messages, Facebook message. If someone might find you on LinkedIn, make sure you have LinkedIn Messenger set up on your phone. So on my phone, when you first pick it up, it has all the communication, has my email, has my different email addresses, because I have a few that I have because of different systems I use, and people might reply to me. I have a text message. Obviously, I have a text message line that says mass text messages. My agents, I got to make sure that's open too. So I have 2 text messages, and I got everything open. So it's kind of like I'm open for communication every day, and I can see the notifications to that. That's how you have to be too, in my opinion. Is they have to be like, you open up all those communication apps every day, or have them ready, so when you're reaching out to people and at different ways, and they reach out to you the way that they like. So and I'll leave you with this, when you have a prospect, someone in your database, your sphere of influence that you're reaching out to over weeks and months and years, you should be trying all of these different avenues to see which way they like to communicate. You could even ask them, how do you like to communicate? But if you see them on Facebook, send them a Facebook message every once in a while. If you've been leaving them messages for years, maybe send them a few text messages, send them something in the mail. Maybe you'll get something back in the mail. Send them emails. I mean, there's still people out there that are using email as a source of communication. What I mean by that, they're trying to have conversations by email. I don't understand that all the time because email to me is slow. It's like this, snail mail now. You send me an email, I might not look at it because I got 500 other emails till like a couple hours from now or tomorrow. That's slow text or direct message. So again, when you reach out to people, communicate with people, you got to be knowledgeable, make notes to say these people like to communicate with this better. They might like all of it. They like a text message every once in a while. It makes them feel special that you're reaching out in different avenues, sending something in the mail, you're sending them an email, you're sending them a text every once in a while, a call and a voicemail every once in a while, reach them out to on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok or something. So definitely generational. Right? So definitely there's a difference generational, and it's going to continue to be that way, over the decades and decades and decades that you're in real estate. Hopefully you are, wherever you are at your age and how long you want to work and be in real estate. It's all communication is going to change. God knows what it's going to be 20 years from now, because 20 years ago today had no idea this was going to be like it is now. Who knows how we're communicating 20 years from now, but you got to watch and be aware and jump on it and make sure you're doing that technology or that way of communicating with people. So that's it. Hopefully that made a little bit of sense today. Remember, reach out to me, call, text, email me anytime. Those are my top 3, but you can find me on Facebook, send me a Facebook message. You found me on Instagram, send me one there. Send me a audio recording, send me a video. Whatever you're comfortable with, reach out to me. I'll put you on my schedule. We'll talk about it. We'll do a Zoom or talk or text and communicate and help you out with whatever you need in real estate. So that's it for today on Thursday. We'll see you tomorrow on Friday. Bye-bye.